Hey guys, what's up? I am Nikhil from Dope Motions and a very happy new year to each one of you. I wish you all the best for 2024 and I hope you achieve all your goals this year. So in today's video, we will create yet another interesting text typography animation inspired from Pixrate, a very talented artist. Link to his Instagram profile is in the description below. But before we start, make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you don't miss out on any new videos that I upload every single week. And if you want to binge watch any particular style of tutorial and learn some incredible motion graphics, you can check out all my tutorial playlists. Link to them is in the description below. With that said, let's jump straight into After Effects and get started. Alright, so here we are in After Effects. Let's start by creating a new composition. Let's call this render as our main render composition. Let's go with 2560 by 1440, that is 2K. You can of course go with full HD or 4K as well, 30 FPS, and let's make this 10 seconds long duration. Looking good, press OK. Then let's create another new composition. This is going to be a text placeholder. So let's call this text and press OK again. Then select the text tool and type in whatever text that you want. I'm going to type in distracted because every designer is always distracted, I think. All right, and the font I'm using is the Dharma Gothic, but let's change this font to a much more interesting one that I think would look really cool with the particular kind of style that we are going for. And the font name is Accordion or Accordion, something like that. And here I have some weight, so let's go with maybe 7 should be fine, or let's go with I think 6. Okay, 7 looks perfect. By the way, you can download the font as well as the free project file, link to which is in the description below. So download the project file first and then you can follow along with this tutorial, because the project file will also consist of these textures that I will be using for this tutorial. So I'm going to align this text into the center. Let's increase the size a little bit more, align this properly. And then what I'm going to do is select this tool that is region of interest, and let's create a shape like so, or a interest or a region like so, and then go into composition and click on crop comp to region of interest. So it will convert that or crop that composition in the particular size that we just selected. So here we have our text. Now let's create a new composition. I'm going to call this stretch underscore 01 and press OK. Drag the text composition that we just created. Select the layer, go into effects and presets and search for an effect called CC Power Pin. Double click to apply that. And first of all, let's bring down the perspective to 0%. And now we can go ahead and create a very abstract animation out of this effect. So I'm going to zoom into my timeline quite a lot. All right, let's select the CC Power Pin, and there you get this kind of corner pins here. So I can play around with this. I can create however kind of a look that I want to go for. So maybe something like this. All right. And then create a keyframe on top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right. And if I can select this layer, hit U. So we see all the keyframes. Then I'll go to 15 frames and then switch up the position to something different. So maybe I can bring this down, bring that right here, bring this up. Just make it look abstract. Then I can go to 1 second and let's maybe bring this right here. And I'm doing this very randomly. You can take your time and create the kind of a perspective look of the text that you want. So something like this. Then I'll go to around 1 second and 15 frames, and I'm going to switch to something like so. And then let's go to 2 seconds and let's go with something like this. And then I'll go to 2 second and 15 frames and copy this keyframes that we created at the very start, Control C and Control V to paste them. So now we have a very simple movement which looks like this. Pretty cool. Now what I'm going to do in order to make it loop, I'm going to hold Alt and click on the stopwatch and type in a very simple expression called loop out, open and close parentheses, and let's copy this expression, Control C, and then paste it on all the 4 properties just like that. Make sure you hold Alt and press Control V, and there you go. So now everything is going to keep on looping. And now I'm going to select all the keyframes, right click and click on keyframe assistant and easy ease them. And then you can jump into the graph editor, right click and make sure you're working in edit speed graph. Select the points and now we need to create a peak into the center. So it's going to take some time if you try to create a peak, like this. So what I'm going to do is press Ctrl Z, go back, and I'm using a free After Effects script called Keyframe Wingman that comes with Animation Composer plugin. It's a free plugin. So you'll find the link to download that plugin in the description, or that script in the description below. It's not actually a plugin, it's an extension. So I'll go into Windows, and after you install it, there you'll find the Animation Composer Keyframe Wingman. Just launch it. It's going to look something like that. And I have been using this script in a lot of my videos. It's absolutely free. And what this does is if I select all my keyframes, I can adjust the graph that we had here using just one single slider like that. So if I just move it, you can see we can easily adjust it. So I'm going to set this to 90. Okay, so now we have a curve which looks like that. And now let's preview this. So we have this really interesting animation. Pretty cool. So now I'm going to go into my main project panel and duplicate this. So stretch 1, press Ctrl D. So now we have stretch 2. Open that up. And now we need to create some strokes out of these text. So to do that, I'm going to select the layer, right click, go into layer style and select stroke. Let's go into blend options, advanced blending, and set the fill opacity to 0. And then let's increase the stroke size to around 5 or 6. Maybe let's go with 6 and set this to black. So now we have these strokes that you see. Now let's create another new composition. Let's call this scene. Press OK. Press Ctrl Y to create a new solid. Call this BG for background and make it white. Press OK and OK. Then I'm going to drag the stretch 2 composition like so and add a very cool effect on this called echo. Double click to apply that. Let's set the echo time to -0.020. All right. Increase the number of echoes to around 50 and bring down the decay to 0.75. So this is going to give us a really interesting effect that you can see right here. Looks pretty cool. Now the echo effect is a bit heavy on the system, so make sure you increase the number of echoes depending on how good your system is. If you go way too high, like maybe 100, 200, it may literally crash your After Effects. So 50 is very good number for this effect, I think. And then what I'm going to do is drag the stretch 1 composition on top of this. So it looks something like that. Then right click, go into layer styles again and go into stroke. Go into stroke and give it the same white color. And this time I'm going to increase the size to around 7. So we have something that looks like this, and I'm going to keep it outside is fine. So now we have a really interesting look. All right, that is looking quite nice actually. So that is looking nice, yeah. Now right click and create a new adjustment layer. Let's call this TH for threshold and select it, go into effects and presets and search for an effect called CC threshold. Double click to apply that. And I'm going to set the threshold to around 200. Okay. And now we have this really cool look, as you can see. You can of course play around with the threshold property, but for this particular effect, 200 seems very nice. And that is looking really cool. So the base of our animation is ready. Now we can go into our main render composition, and I'm going to drag in the scene comp just like that. And I want to add some color onto this particular animation, but I want to also make it transparent. So to do that, I'm going to go into effects and search for Luma key. Double click to apply that and set this to key out brighter and set the threshold to around 50. So now it is transparent, and that is exactly what I wanted. Okay. Let's press Ctrl Y to create a new solid again. Name this BG for background, press OK. Then go into effects and presets, search for fill, and let's add a nice fill color to this. And now right now the text is very sharp. So in order to make this look a bit more natural, what I can do is add a Gaussian blur on this. So let's go into effects and presets, search for Gaussian blur, double click to apply that, and let's set this to 10. And now to bring back the sharpness, I'm going to use curves. Let's make some room right here. Set this to alpha. We can close the keyframing min. And let's create a curve like so. So this will help us to bring back that sharpness. And now we have this nice smooth edges instead of sharp ones. So just to give you guys an idea, this is before, this is after. Looks much more organic and nice, I think. Yeah. Also, let's give this text a nice color. So we can maybe add a fill on this. You can also play around with the gradients if you want to. And I'm going to add a nice tinted yellow color. So right now we have the animation, but it looks kind of flat to me. So let's go ahead and add some nice textures to this. You will get these textures in the project file included, so you don't need to worry about it. This will help us to add some nice depth into the scene. So I'm going to drag the texture to on top like so. Let's bring down the size a little bit and change the blend mode of this to multiply. Then in order to bring back the brightness, I will use levels. So I'll go into effects and presets, type in levels, double click to apply that, and let's drag this like so. So I'm going to keep it very subtle so you can see the nice texture onto our text. Okay, so this is looking nice. Then on top of this, I'll add my texture 3. And again, scale this down a little bit, I think maybe somewhere around there, like so. And change the blend mode of this to screen, I think. Yep. And let's add levels again on this one. And let's drag this like so. So you can see it's looking very, very nice. This is before, this is after. And finally, I'll add the texture 1 on top and change the blend mode of this to multiply and drag the levels and drag it like so. Just to add a bit more detail into the scene. And there you go. I'll set this to full. So let's go ahead and preview this. So I think it's looking pretty amazing. Turned out really cool. But I think it's a little too fast. So you can play around with the timing. And also one more thing that I want to do is add a posturized time effect in order to add that kind of a stop motion kind of a feel. So I can create a new adjustment layer, call this post or posturized time. Go into effects and presets, search for posturized time and change the frame rate of the composition to 12. So this is going to make it look even more cooler. And to increase the timing of this, I'm going to go into stretch 1, go to around maybe 3 seconds should be fine. Select all the keyframes, hold Alt and drag them like so. Same, I'm going to go and do it with stretch 2. Let's hit U, go to 3 seconds and let's drag them holding Alt like so. Now let's go ahead and preview our animation. Yep, I think it's looking pretty amazing. The posturized time is also looking quite nice in order to achieve that really nice kind of a stop motion or low frame rate kind of a feel. Not stop motion, low frame rate is the exact word for this, I think. But yeah, anyways, this turned out to be really cool. So that is a wrap for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, make sure to leave a like and comment down below. You can also follow me on Instagram at dog.motions and Nikhil Pawar. And I will see you guys in the next video. Till then, take care and always stay raw, stay creative. Peace out.